Hi there, my name's James Thorpe. I'm the editor of International Security Journal. Today I'm delighted to be joined by Mark Williams, Director of Sales, EMEA and APAC for AMAG Technology. How are you, Mark?
I'm great. How are you doing?
Very well, thank you. How's the show been so far?
It's been hectic. The first 2 days have been tremendously busy. I think we've seen preliminary numbers are showing up about 30% on last year, fantastic. Which we thought was busy then.
Yeah, fantastic. And can you tell us a little bit about the solutions and technologies you're showcasing at Intersec this year, please?
Yeah, so new for this year is our Symmetry analytics. So this is an attempt to provide early detection of potentially nefarious behaviour by insider threat. So for a long time now, our customers have been telling us that they're deploying access control, they're deploying video, most of them have got perimeter solutions. So they're pretty good about keeping the bad guys out.
Yeah.
But what they're telling us they're concerned about is bad guys from within.
Yeah.
And so what this does is basically uses machine learning algorithms to understand what normal behavior for your access control system is. So it knows, for example, that you're an early bird, you like to come in early in the morning. 3 minutes later, it sees you at the coffee machine, then you're back at your desk. It's going to learn that.
Yeah.
So if you suddenly start coming in at 2 o'clock in the morning and going into the data center or the server room where you might have access, it's going to think, that's not right.
Yeah.
And so what it will do is flag that as potentially abnormal behavior.
Okay.
And we can marry that together with risk profiles that come from some of our other software solutions, our identity management systems, to say high risk profile, abnormal behavior, you need to know about this. Yeah. So that's pretty new.
Fantastic. And then can you tell us a little bit specifically about Symmetry Control Room? Is that something you can go into a bit of information for our viewers?
Yeah, so Symmetry Control Room is our command and control offering. So the concept is to provide a single pane of glass operation, not only for traditional access control and security management and video systems, but also things like HVAC, intercom systems, lift control systems. These can all be integrated into a single user interface with clever things like 3D graphics and mapping, geolocation of devices on the interface. Why would you do this? Well, basically, the primary reason is to make the command and control room more efficient, so that operators can respond more quickly and effectively. They're not jumping and dancing between different screens. They can handle this in a single user interface. Training requirements become reduced. And also the technology exists so that we can support what's called federated systems, federated architecture, whereby you might have perhaps even a city or country level command and control center reporting into a global command and control center. And this system will actually handle that federated architecture, or sometimes referred to as a unified approach with a federated architecture.
Fantastic. And obviously, just jumping back to your first comments, you mentioned identity management. AMAG offers a PIAM or PIAM, and your Symmetry Connect identity management.
It does.
How important is that for your customers, and how does that differentiate you as a brand?
It's a really good question. So, I think one way I would answer that would be to say that an access control system is actually only as good as the data that's within it. Yeah. And that data is often stale. It's inherited from a HR system. It's not updated. People leave. People have got inherited manually assigned access rights. Yeah. A PIAM, or a physical identity access management solution, is designed to automate those key processes of onboarding individuals, offboarding them, how we handle change requests, how we deal with recertifications in terms of if people need first aid training or forklift truck driving certification for their role. If they don't attain those things when they're supposed to, we'll revoke their rights. But more importantly, from a compliance and reporting standpoint, an identity management system will automate those processes. And so we've had end users that are in regulated industries that have to produce quarterly audits of who's allowed to go where. If you've got a large organization like we've dealt with, they were sometimes taking 6 weeks to do their quarterly audits. Once they've employed our identity management solution, those quarterly audits are real time with management dashboards. And we've also seen other end users that with multiple sites that used to have an administrator on every single site.
Okay.
Since they've employed the identity management solution, they've managed to make huge personnel cost savings by automating this in a unified approach.
Fantastic, and those are really fascinating insights for our viewers. Is there anything else you want to kind of add, and looking at the year ahead? Obviously, this is a great launch pad for the year. I think everyone thinks Intersec's a brilliant kind of starting point for the year. We're looking ahead, but is there any other things you want to share with us?
Yes, I mean, there's a couple of brand new things that came out at the show. So we've launched a new version of our Complete View video management system, version 7.4. That's got M+1 redundancy in it. We have a host of SaaS products, and by their hosted nature, we can constantly add new features to our Symmetry Mobile, our Symmetry Guest Visitor Management System, as well as our Identity Management System Connect. We're also then, as AMAG, you'll find us at ISC West in a few months' time. We'll also be at the security event at the NEC in Birmingham at the end of April. GSX later in the year, and then by the time we know it, we're back at Intersec again next year.
Chatting next year, yeah. Mark, thank you for speaking with me today. Cheers.
Thank you very much.